Well. You guys get a late night stream tonight. Late for me. Normally I'm in bed at this time, but, well, close to bedtime. But we need to address something really quick before the day is over because it seems like things just keep getting funkier and funkier. Look at all you late night people up and about. Oh, Vic, we're bad, I guess. Hey, Choctaw. Hey, Shama. Hey, Lady V, Miss Britt, Vic, Melissa Jade, Catherine, Janice, Malicious, Aaron, Teresa Grave, Evidence, Miss Brittany, Pointer Lover, Lauren,
Christina,
Amanda Meatfoot, Shay Benet, Kathy, Nicole B, Christina, I love you, Alyssa, MJ's Wolfie, Queen Bella, Happy Life. Oh, tell hubby I said hello. Kyle says hello too. Christina. You probably just got off work though. That's probably why you were eating late. Hey, Shop. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope morning sickness is kind of alleviated. Hey, Brat. I think I need to turn myself in too. I really do. Hey, Gray One. Hey, Sending Good Karma. Y'all, the internet is officially lost its marbles. Hey, Stargazer Mom. Happy to life. Says Puff Puff Pascal.
You got it, Happy Life.
He's here with us tonight. Y'all, did you see the thumbnail? Oh, you were off today. Oh, Christina, good. You got a day away. That's good. Hey, Kelly Dime, Meatfoot, Rapunzel, Lanky. Y'all, is this normal with this bunch of people? Can I ask you guys that? Is this the normal behavior from that group of people? Like, is everybody okay? Are y'all okay? Because I'm starting to seriously, like, we're wasting resources on a chat now. If you didn't see my Brat says I need an update on Kyle's winning cock. I'm like I'm really starting to question, hey, Lunacy True. Y'all, we're going to jail. Who do you think was included in the police report from the chat from yesterday? I did see the poll, of course. Yeah, I did. I wasn't watching until I got messages. Hey, you're being thrown accusations out again. And I was like, oh, hell. There is something in there, Stargazer Mom, for sure. Right? I'm sure they were like, so somebody in a chat by the name of Pissing Foot, I'm just making something up because I have no freaking clue who she would have told on. I can only imagine somebody's name. Janice from accounting said this in the chat that I was in yesterday on the public internet. Do they understand? Like, she said she reported that video. That video's in the green. YouTube put ads on that video. I also think that they don't understand what hate speech is. Oh, hey, Casey, you're back again, too. See, Casey, did you file a police report, too? I've also reported you for hateful behavior and internet bullying by causing harm to others' mental health. Have fun with your bullying behavior. Casey, are you a grown-up? Are you
Oh
old
my
enough to be
God.
on the internet? Please tell me that. Are you old enough? Hey, Marlene. Hey, Harlot. Hey, cutie pie. Hey, Laura. Janice, I was just making up names. Like, what do you call the police department and say? So I was in this public chat of people that don't like me. I went in asking silly questions. I
They
didn't get
called
the
me out for
response I
being a
wanted.
douchebag.
Well, it was a female too. Like, what? Hey, Bad Apple. I know I'm up late. I know. Stitching.
Are they still called snowflakes?
Crabby Amy. I haven't been over there. What is happening? Hey, add to cart. Can you imagine? I'm going to use your name as an example. Please don't take offense to this. I'm being just facetious right now. But can you imagine that what Samantha said? So if you guys missed the thumbnail on this, what we're talking about is Brittany J is currently live, and she had a commenter send her a $20 super chat by the name of Samantha Joy, and it says, "At Brittany, I filed a police report against her and a few of her people in her chat from yesterday and today." That's me in my chat. "I hope you and CJ do the same. They are promoting hate speech, and that can be considered as a felony." Did she call her local pleadee and say, Amanda Meatfoot on aisle 2 said that she didn't agree with my comment? Like, what is going on? Like, what? Yeah, look at my, hold on. Hold on. Let me switch my camera around. I'll show you guys. I don't have to lie to y'all. You know that. Hold on. Let me make sure. Y'all, are you people okay out here? Seriously, are you okay? Are you okay? What? What is happening? Are you old enough to be on the internet? I need to talk to your mom because I feel really embarrassed for this behavior. And now I'm gone. When this child isn't found, you can blame yourself.
It's not an airport,
Hope you are.
dude. You don't have to announce your
You guys,
departure.
look at this. Look at this.
And now I'm gone.
It's just
Never to be seen again.
Poor neighbors are going to be like, "What? Where's Kyle going now? Where's Kyle going now?"
Almighty.
She did. She paid $20 to send that shit.
Fucking drama fest.
I don't know, you guys. Is this normal over there? You guys know her. Like, is this normal for her in her chat?
I went out in public. Somebody said a bad word, and I got offended.
I just want to know. Samantha, I need to know who you included on the police report. I need to know specifically who you included. And by the way, yesterday's chat's up too, and today's would be up, but we got into kind of like a discussion, and people were talking about their personal lives and struggles and stuff. So I took the chat down respectfully because of that. Nothing was sideways in the chat today besides Sarah and a few of the other weirdos that came in. But otherwise, the chat was totally fine. Sarah got questioned because of Sarah's own behavior. Samantha, the same thing. She wasn't. It is typical. Oh my God. Rapunzel, from my understanding, possibly. I don't know if she's friends with BJ or CJ. I have no idea. I've spent $20 on stupider shit. Right, Marlene? Please don't hurt my. We can send air Kleenexes. I don't know. Have you guys seen something like this? Have you really seen this? And now we have Casey in here saying, "Now I'm gone. When this child isn't found, you can blame yourself." I have nothing to do with the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. I have nothing to do with CJ's alignments with Brothers Underwater recovery. That was CJ. That's a CJ thing. I didn't lie on CJ. I don't have to lie on CJ. I showed exactly the alignments, how he helped them raise money. I showed it. I didn't have to make anything up. It is what it is. But when Brittany was stumbling around trying to even address the situation. She was like, there is so much defamation and slander and all this stuff. And then she doesn't even tell her audience, isn't even truthful with her audience, what's actually being discussed in the severity of the issue. Like RSO is out on searches for missing children. That's not something we can have as public. Like the public definitely deserves better. And that is of public interest.
Air tissues.
This is wild. Yeah. Linky, it's starting to, it's wild. Yes, Heather. Yes, Brat, she was. And I was so confused. Like, she was treated fine. Hey, Thor.
We're on our way, Heather.
That reminds me, Laura, Janice had the best idea ever. I'm getting violin music, so when I review them, I can play violin music in the background. This is wild, y'all. Yeah, Aaron, I can see that now. Please stop wasting police department's resources. First of all, hate speech was not even remotely what you experienced. That chat's up. I encourage you guys to go watch the chat when Samantha Joy was in there. See what was said to her. Everything. It's not deleted. It's not nothing. Please go look for yourselves and see the confusion in that conversation. This is wild. Not that Amber said nonsense bail money. We'll probably need it for a few people because guaranteed I ain't going alone if I go. I have never seen anything like this. I'm coming with you, Brat. We're coming with you. Thor, I have. Yep, and I downloaded it too. He's so upset, but he dropped his wish list. We do fundraising for bail, right? Can you guys come bail me out? I got stuck in jail for being mean to somebody on the internet. Yes, stitching. Yes. Samantha was trying to bait my chat into a conversation yesterday, and we were openly discussing about what had happened with Brittany discussing the Proudfoot family and the disgusting rants that they went on about their last name and all of that stuff. And I was telling people where they could actually go see that and so on. And Samantha was in the chat, like attempting to bait the chat into a sideways conversation and be able to use it. Nobody said anything. We were pointing out, like, this is exactly what you're attempting to do here. This is a problem. We're talking about the behavior that's going on. And now she's filed a police report. This is crazy. Absolutely. Right, damn Danny? Hey, Love Handle. Avocados, yuck. Hey, Kathy P. Right? Stargazer? I know. Yeah, Meg, it's getting wild over there. Yeah, but exactly, Janice. Yes, exactly. Like, these people are just going crazy. Oh, hell no, Linky, I am not. I don't have enough self-control to do that.
Are you going to be off there in 20 minutes?
Probably.
You're feeding the cat.
Okay. I'll take them in to feed if I need to. You're feeding. Hey, Muffin Mouse. This is just crazy. I just need to know who she actually filed on. Oh, God.
You
what?
missed everything, Beth. Everything.
What? Casey, no. They're honestly, did you see this Casey? Is it Cassie? I'm probably butchering that. It's probably Cassie, and I've been calling her Casey the entire time. I'm such an idiot. Anyways, there are some people in there saying these creators are just mad because you were close to solving this. CJ? Whoa, MJ's, Wolfie, we need therapy Thursday after this insanity. Yeah, Meg. Yeah, that happened too. Yeah, I have gay relatives. I'm not being XYZ. Yeah, it takes a lot to make this ass speechless. Everybody should know that. I am almost speechless. Callie Dime, I am so embarrassed. Alex, did you see my thumbnail? The grift is over. I know. Cassie, I'm sorry. Casey. I'm going to butcher it all the time. So you're going to get a nickname. Probably Cactus because you have a cactus next to your name. I'm being a smartass, you guys. You guys know how I am. What? Vic, well, it's my responsibility now if he's not found too, I guess. Hey, Molly Drake. Well, hold on. Let me show you guys. If you guys missed it when you came in, hold on. Let me get this pulled up. You guys, I am, like I said, I don't become speechless ever, but I am almost there. Brittany, I filed a police report against her and a few people in her chat from yesterday and today. I hope you and CJ do the same. They are promoting hate speech, and that can be considered as a felony. The felony part just, that gets me every fucking time.
I saw on court TV that it can be a felony.
Liz, I saw that they were telling her that I took MGL down, and somebody in the comments was like, if she's not doing anything, there's nothing you guys can do. Nobody can get these people taken out. Molly canceled herself. Like, there was one person in there. You love the open air markets? I love open air markets too. This is wild. Chico, that's the Cliff Notes right there. That $20 super chat. We got the cops called on us from yesterday's chat. I don't know. That's what I want to know. Who did they call and say? Like, did they say, hey, so this girl that goes by the name of Nonsense on the web, her actual name is Becky, but everybody calls her Nonsense or Contessa. Her and her chat yesterday were talking about one of my friends and playing the video of the stupid shit my friend said. And like, I went in the comments and started to like question her and like try to bait her into a conversation. And like, they didn't bite and the chat wasn't very kind to me. So officer, I'm going to need an ambulance stat because I've cried so much that I'm dried up. I am dehydrated and need an IV because I've cried so much the entire time because they hurt my fifis. Is that how that went? And then not only me, and this girl named Pepper, she said, and this girl named like hippie chick with a Q. Don't forget that, with a Q. Did you get that? HIPPY CHYQ. Oops. Never mind. It's not a Y. It's an I. Like, did that happen? Officer, it's a felony, right? Like a first degree felony. Do not pass go. Straight to jail. And federal max prison. CJ has to go into witness protection because of her, because she showed what he did publicly and replayed his own statements. And now he has to go into witness protection. We need help. Stat. What? Okay. Why do I always get the wackadoodles? I mean, y'all, can somebody take some of this fun away because this is getting out of hand. And we might need a SWAT team because she has a hammer and a flashlight that she goes out and hunts scorpions for. She's lethal. Those scorpions don't stand a chance.
They usually do.
They run. She tried the other night using a blowtorch on a scorpion and like it got away.
Damn near caught the wall on fire too.
The brick wall.
Yeah.
It's brick. She basically lives in a prison as is. Can you imagine that poor officer?
Thanks, Heather.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, hammer does work the best.
Did she? And by the way, please be careful. She has got a vicious stray animal on the loose. He's an 11-day-old kitten. He's probably going to be her attack weapon, and she's probably going to sick him on you because at that age, their claws still don't retract. So he's lethal. Did you hear me? Make sure you call in SWAT. They're lethal. The kitten claws don't retract. Yeah. Just a minute.
God almighty.
I gotta go feed a cat. Kenzie's all scared about me about him being. You gotta come with me, babe. We gotta feed the kitten. That vicious little animal. Oh my God, the poisonous bush. And the other day, they were talking about getting rid of Kyle by making him trim his mom's bush. Yeah, I know that sounds really bad, but it's not like that kind of bush. It's like this red twig bush that's poisonous. And I guess Kyle's got allergies, but I know it was just Becky's way of trying to get rid of him and then go hide him somewhere. Even though his mom asked for the bush to be trimmed. But what the fuck? That bush is lethal. Careful. I can't take it anymore. I just tap me out. We got people over here calling the freaking cops on a chat, a public chat that she willingly came in. Mr. Policeman, I would like to report. Holy shit. Hold on. I answer what? Mr. Policeman, I would like to report the revival of nonsense and malicious intent. Oh, and they have whiskey and poisonous bushes. Oh, fuck.
Wake him up.
Jesus Christ, dude.
BJ has the
Stop bossing
Kyle and Kenzie. Oh my God. Give me that so I can go feed him. Oh, I'll wake him up. I'm going to scare him though.
Wake him up and.
Yes, boss. Oh. An officer, her daughter is vicious. She's a dangerous weapon. She bosses her mom around to go feed the kitten. Like, she's mean too, so be careful. Take backup. Come here, little guy. Come here. You're way in there. I just want to know if, like, she reported Seymour ignorance or, like, shit like that. Like, I want to know the names that she reported along with nonsense, truthfully. Oh, my God. Oh, and there's snakes. There was so many snakes in the chat. They call them freak snakes for some reason. But they're just this group of girls. They're not really freaks even. I mean, they're actually pretty nice girls. But because one time this other girl that wasn't welcomed into band camp, like, anyways, long story. But they're not really freaky. And they're really not snakes either. But they call themselves freak snakes. So be careful. Their venom might be lethal. I should be thanking them for giving me. I'm going to jail. Be careful. Oh, it's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. What is happening? Oh, Lanky, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys. Rotting their brain, log off, just say no. I know, it used to be say no to drugs. Now it's say no to YouTube after dark. Oh my God. I really almost want to FOIA that call just to hear. You guys, that would be the best content of 2024. Revival's reporting from jail right now. Oh, we're all going to hell. At least we're going together. We go together.
Do you think this will work or not?
Oh, NorCal Jim, I have no idea who you are at all. I genuinely don't care. As long as you're not calling the cops on the chat, we're all good. You can be here all you want.
Do you think this will work?
I think so. As long as I would poke at least 2 holes and then squish it really hard. Sorry, poking holes in my nipples. Don't mind me over here. I mean, like, kitten bottle nipples. Don't get it twisted. We got to keep it PG. We don't want to hurt anybody's feefies. Oh, is he? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. This is how much I pay attention. I don't know who these fucking people are. I don't care who you are. If you hang out over there and can promote that shit, man, dude, seek help. Stat, do you need us to send in the rescue team for you? Are you okay?
Watch the cat.
I am watching him. I'm supposed to watch him go. He's just looking for his bottle. You guys want to see the baby before he eats? Hold on, because then my hands will be tied up. There's a baby. This is that vicious animal. This is the world's most dangerous. He screams and hollers. See, his claws don't retract. He's vicious. Oh my gosh. Blink twice if you need help. NorCal Jim, are you okay? You okay? Do you need us knock 3 times? Oh my God.
I give up on this stupid bottle.
Just give me the other one. It's fine. I'll work on that one tomorrow.
It's annoying.
Hold on. She's getting it. She's getting your milk. He's hungry. Yes. They're harboring tigers. I know. Roar. He's so mad right now because his formula is powder and she's trying to, we got this new little bottle thing, but it's got a different nipple. So she was trying to get it to work, but it's giving her some trouble. So we're going to go back to the other one, but he's pissed because he thinks it should be right this second. He's airing his grievances by spinning in circles. He needs to work himself out anyways. Lazy little bugger. Yes, he does, Anderson. The Tiger Queen. I'm picking him up. Hold on. I'm trying to get him to pee. Everybody chill out. I'm not harming the cat. Oh. He's doing really good though. Yeah, he's walking a lot more. He's pushing all the way up now on all 4. Dexter quit. Oh my gosh. What a mess, y'all. I can't believe this is reality though, truthfully. Like I truly cannot believe. Hold on. There you go. No, not yet. He wants this like now. He's famished. Hey, quit.
Why do all cats act like they've never ate before?
I know the first time they see food, they're like,
well, even our cats. Our cats eat 4 times a day. And they act like they've been starved every time. And they have dry food constantly.
because they're pigs. Because they're spoiled. I'm watching you guys. Hold on. I'll look up again.
Be careful, that syringe part is broken.
Yeah, it's fine. Here you go, little buddy.
Hi, Cliff.
He ate one already. 1 syringe already. There you go, little guy. There you go. Oh my gosh, ASD. If you did, go look at my thumbnail if you can see it. Or rewind just a couple minutes and look for the orange on my screen.
Bella, move.
I'll show you again in a second, but I'm feeding a baby.
Did he already eat all of that?
Yeah. He's just going to town. He's so hungry.
Well, earlier he wasn't eating that much. He ate like 2 syringes and then wouldn't eat anymore. So that's probably
He's
why.
ate 2. You want to take him to pee him right quick?
No, just...
No, let him pee before I do more because he needs to let his belly sit.
Hi, baby.
He does. He just gobbles it down. He's so fast and he can suck it himself. And like,
there you go.
It's amazing how fast they
God,
eat.
you're peeing everywhere.
What is happening, you guys?
Other towel, fold it and get it ready because he's peeing like a...
He's peeing and peeing. Good boy.
Fountain.
He's going potty.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
This is crazy. Whenever you want, Miss Leah.
Going. Grab more paper towels.
Hold on, I gotta grab more paper towels. I gotta run. We got a kitty emergency.
Okay, we're good. For a minute.
Who's AP? Sierra? Who's AP? I don't know who that is. Don't have a clue.
Okay. You can feed him the rest, or do you want me to? No more food?
Yeah, I don't pay attention that well. Oh, wait, I think I see it now. I think I realize what you're talking about now.
Formula.
Yeah, he seems to really like that formula.
It's the best brand for... Here, you feed him. It's the best brand for kittens that are rejected by mama. It's the closest thing to mama's milk, they say.
I think he's done. Yeah, he's moving his head away. He's moving his head away.
You full?
He ate 7,
He's like
8.
drunk now.
That fast, he ate 8 milliliters. He is a pig.
Hi.
Such a pig. Okay, now,
Can I clean your mouth?
are you going to let him run around for a little while? I'm putting this up.
Yeah, you can come back here, though.
Hold on, I'll show you guys one more picture of the baby. What are you guys doing? Oh, top mod? I just want to know who's going to jail with me. I want to know who's going to jail. I need to make sure that it's acceptable, and then we're going to have a lot of fun. I know Revival's there, and I know Malicious Intent is coming too. Who else is going with us? Can you imagine? Those poor officers would be beyond disturbed. They would be like, what in the hell is wrong with these people here? There's a baby.
Here, do you want me to pick him up?
Him's doing really good. There's Whiskey.
We don't know if it's a boy or girl at this point.
The jury's still out on that. He's like, I want to go back to sleep now. He's such a baby. He's gotten to her.
Watch. He'll cry until
he feels her finger or climbs up next to her.
You're okay. You're okay. Come here.
He wants his belly rubbed. What cats do you guys know that like belly rubs?
Yeah, none of our cats do.
Just kittens, I guess. Oh, and Dexter thinks, okay, we got to give Dexter treats now. Oh my gosh. I know. And I didn't call a mod meeting. I know. How dare I? You guys are, this chat is wild. Hold on, y'all. We got to go back up. Oh, the wind blew you in here tonight? Did you get, who's on watching Becky duty? Which one of you of her friends gets me? Which one of you is screen recording for her? Yeah, Miss Leah, someone called the cops on me. And my chat, not just me.
Did you see what Heather said about Dexter? Dexter, I need to plug you a weight loss plan.
Yeah, Brat, he needs a weight loss stat. That little fat butt. Because every time he's just as bad as the kids. He's like, treats? Everybody, hold on. Let me show you guys. Chico's eyeballs. Pika, are you in here? Vic, are you in here? Oh my gosh. For those of you guys that don't know what's going on, let me show you. Just a second. Oh my gosh. Right, ASD? Yeah. That's some serious waste of resources. Oh, and if you missed it, you should go back and see the comment that CJ's buddy came in here and said that if Sebastian's not found, it's my fault. It is officially my fault. Kenzie, I'll be there in a second. This is the comment in Brittany's chat from tonight. If you're one of her mods in my chat right now, if you're one of BJ's mods, I'm going to tell you something. I don't care if you're here. You look pretty foolish being here, especially after she's over there trying to say that I defamed CJ. Everybody knows and can see with their own 2 eyes that CJ promoted Brothers Underwater Recovery. That's not a me thing. That's a him thing. I walked it with his own clips. Anyways, you might want to inform them that it should be of interest and public interest that they tell Brittany tells her audience what is actually happening factually. Because trust me, when they learn the truth, she's losing people from simply not being honest. So if she doesn't want to continue to lose people, and this is people coming in here and saying, I'm done. Like, why is she defending this shit? Why is she lying about this? I don't know. But you might want to tell her, instead of sending you guys over here to watch me, she should probably just be honest with her community. It's pretty easy. And wasting resources and people having the audacity to tell me, a random creator who has used their own clips to show what they're doing, that I'm responsible for a child not being found, a missing child because CJ is pulling back his search. CJ, who has been out there grifting off of this. Y'all need some serious help. Serious help. I know. You guys were all going down. Well, yeah, I absolutely can read it again. I'll show it again. I filed a police report against her and a few people in her chat from yesterday and today. I hope you and CJ do the same. They are promoting hate speech that can be considered as a felony. A felony. Not even a misdemeanor, straight to jail. Do it in the Karen voice too. Hold on, I think I got more comments. Let me look and see what else I have. Oh, RN54, you seem to really want attention too. So let me give you your 5 minutes of fame right quick. RN54 came in my comment section earlier and said, are you missing a teeth in your upper right mouth? It looks pretty bad. RN54, I really hope that you're actually not a registered nurse, because how embarrassing that you're concerned about my tooth that we all know fell out. It's a crown that I lost because of a crazy, horrible infection that cracked my sinuses. But that would take common sense. And it's one little fucking tooth. One tooth. It's in my purse if you want to see it. I have already shown it. But if you're an actual RN, I'm sure that you treat your patients so amazing. And if you're zooming in to look at my teeth, ma'am, are you okay?
Doesn't matter. You got a grill.
She's got an officer. She's got a missing tooth, identifying marks, tattoos. She looks like the Hulk. Some days Mrs. Doubtfire. Just depends on if she has her wig on or not.
Hello.
And she's missing a tooth on the upper right side. No, it wasn't her real tooth. No, it was a crown, officer. No, she doesn't have full dentures. Why does that matter? I said identifying marks. She could spit out that thing. She carries it in her purse. It's contraband. Oh my God. I know. I saw that pointer lover. I was laughing. Oh, I forgot about my dick nose. And her nose definitely looks like a penis. It really does. And her eyeballs look like balls with saggy skin. Wrinkles and all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you get that written down right? Can you read that back to me? You said her eyeballs look like ball sacks with wrinkles. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she looks like. But some days she's green like the Hulk. Uh-huh. Well, that might be her LED lights behind her, though.
Did that edible ever start working?
No. I wish.
So did shit.
Yeah. Closest thing to the Hulk. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why do you do this to yourselves? I don't understand. Yeah, I do cam up like every day. And the funny thing is about the whole tooth thing too, like I genuinely, this isn't a story. This is the truth. I lost a crown eating a fucking Tootsie Roll in the middle of the night. My crown came out because I had such a horrible infection in my sinus cavity. I need surgery. And the infection pushed and wiggled my crown out because it was so bad into my sinus cavity in my mouth. My like gums and everything were so swollen. I was so sick. And I showed it all on. I was like, look at this. Oh my God. I just die though. What the fuck? Yep. Fupa can. We've got it all over here. Oh, thank you guys. It just cracks me up though, because this is why, like, they will never mock me as hard as I mock myself. When that tooth thing happened, I was so irritated. I was like, what the hell? There goes my tooth. Who cares? There's so many people that can't afford dental care that have lost their teeth due to genetics. Like taking a low blow and having RN in front of your name just kind of gives a whole, that's a you thing again. Shameful. I know if I had RN in my name, I probably wouldn't be out here like acting like that. Cherokee girl, I don't really want to answer that question, I don't think. Mopar JD, thank you. Kyle's like a handsome fella. I love it because even the guys will be like, hey, I'm a straight male and he's good looking. The women in here too, like none of us care. People, she's so insecure too, and she lets all this shit just fly. It's weird. Weird. A chalupa camp. I like chalupas. Oh my gosh. I know. I was dying though, you guys. Oh, Linky, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all Nana's not drunk. The things though, I'm being lighthearted about this whole situation because you can't make this up. Like this is the crazy insanity that is happening out here. But in the reality of it, that is such a waste of resources when we do have missing children. Like the irony that they cannot see in this, they complain about having not enough police resources and then they go file them on a public chat that she willingly put herself in, was trying to bait the chat. It didn't happen. Nobody would take it where she wanted it to go. We were all like, what are you trying to get at? None of us knew. Then she threatens and reports me to YouTube. Then she files a police report. But I bet what happened is the YouTube said, we don't find anything wrong with what's going on here. And I bet she was like, well, if I file a police report, I'll send the police report to YouTube and then they'll have to do something. I bet you $20. There's a concerted thought process here. Lanky, thank you again. Pointer Lover, thank you so much. This is just embarrassing, though. Yeah, absolutely, Sierra. Yeah, she sends her mods over here. I'm sure somebody has been given the task of recording everything I do and making sure that they document everything I do and say, because, you know, one's been in management and he knows lawyer speak. So, like, he's going to represent himself too. And he's going to own us. He's going to take things from us. That was part of his veiled threats. And the other ones over here, like, Sarah, by the way, Sarah, I hope your tooth feels better. That sucks. Toothaches do suck. That's why I'm missing a tooth, actually. But they're actually making Sarah out to be like this victim right now, too. And that didn't happen. Sarah was in the chat on her own free will today.
Fuck yeah, Marcy.
It's so weird. The screenshot. Oh, my God, Marcy. Skank ass Tanya Harding. Where is that alt? I haven't seen skank ass Tanya Harding in a while. Yeah, this is wild, y'all. Wild. I've never seen anything like this, y'all. But what a waste of resources. CJ, he didn't say own everything I have. He said, I think it was something to do with he was going to take things from us or something like that. It's in the video I did of them 2 days ago. You guys, we didn't even do content on them yesterday. Think about that for a moment. My content was on JLR, Justin on TikTok, and Pascal. That's what we talked about yesterday. We haven't talked about them since Monday. And this is still, I mean, we addressed like the bullshit and the lies and stuff, no, but not actually like content. We had open discussions, and this is what this went to. Well, it seems like you're about the drama, NorCal Jim, if you're modding over there, because that's all that is. And if you can sit by and I think what was said to women on that panel the other night, and you can condone that shit, that says all I need to know about you, whether you're friends with the OGs in here or not. This is a whole different Rand show. I don't have personal relationships with hardly anybody, and the ones I do I'm extremely thankful for. But whether you're an OG and people know you or not, I don't owe you a fucking thing. And when you mod for a bitch like that who says shit like she's been saying about me, you're welcome to stay in here, but don't expect any respect from me. Just understand, it is what it is.
Thanks, Lanky. Your husband must be a good guy.
My husband's amazing. Oh, Skank asked Tanya Harding, I'm here, my queen. What can I do for you? Look at, I love this. You guys are the best. Oh my God. Oh, that is so good. Oh, I know, Meg. I know she's really trying to take credit for my growth. The funny thing is I would never say that. Like, I don't ever say that. The channel grows because of the person on the channel, no matter what. Even if you hate watch, you know how to hate watch without subbing to somebody. People sub because they want to follow that. If you have to sub to somebody to hate watch, you're not doing it right, because you're increasing their sub count. There's ways to watch people without having to sub up. I'm making my channel grow because you're a jackass and everybody has seen it for years, and I just figured it out. So it brought in people that don't like you because they've been seeing this for years. Okay. But they stayed not because of you, because we talk about all the rest of them too. It's like crazy.
We're close to the pool, but we're not by the pool.
The fountain's on. I know. Brat, he's absolutely a dick for taking care of all these kids. Oh my gosh. You cannot make this up though, at all. Like, you cannot write this. You found me through deeds. Yeah. It's crazy though. Like, people come and they go. It's so weird. I would never say to her, well, XYZ grew your channel. I don't even know. Like, that's weird. I guess I would rather have to say I grew my channel off of people having the conversations that are necessary to have than on exploiting a missing child.
It was mostly.
Hey, if you were claimed to fame as, hey, I grew my channel. Oh my gosh. Mama and the babies. Oh, so cute. I'll have to show them later. I'll show you guys this picture tomorrow.
No.
Crazy though.
In person, they really don't. The tan one looks so different.
This is just wild. Yeah. You know, NorCal Jim, here's the thing. I came in there the other day and wasn't respected. So I don't know what you expect. Let's get that straight. I don't run things the way other people run it around here. I'm not in here, or I don't have this channel to pussyfoot around and not say what I think. I have this channel because people continue to exploit the victims at their worst, most vulnerable times. And instead of addressing the issues head on, she wants to play these little games and play the victim. I showed her own statements with her own clips. She tried to mix me in with a bunch of fuck shit, such as super chats in her comment section tonight. She's talking about, her subs are talking about filing police reports. She is acting like the victim instead of saying, look, we found out that Ronnie Wagner from Brothers Underwater Recovery, you know, the channel I talked to you guys about when CJ was out there with them, is a registered sex offender. Instead of hitting the topics head on, she pussyfoots around and turns it into all this drama. You mod over there, and you've seen how when I was in the comment section, how I was treated.
That's the tan one, I think.
And now you want to come in here and expect me to respect you? That's not how it works. Respect is earned, not freely given. And if you can sit by and condone what CJ does and says and was allowed to do when Brittany acknowledges that I don't cut on her looks, hey, I'm just telling you what I noticed right off jump. It's not going to be a comfortable ride here for you. I don't take kindly for fuckery. Period. I'm just being straight up. I'm sick and tired of the fucking shit and people not having the balls to stand up to her and say that's not what happened. That's not okay. That's why you're getting shit talked about you, because of you doing these consistent things. She's not lying on CJ. He promoted an RSO. You know, shit like that. Putting her where she factually should be. Oh, Hildy.
We're going to dinner.
Oh, UNC, right? I don't care if you agree with the content or not, NorCal Jim. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And if I was your partner, if I was your wife, whatever you want to call it, I bet you would have similar feelings to what Kyle felt about the whole situation too. Especially when I didn't lie on either one of them. I don't have to lie on them. That's what people aren't getting. I have no personal interest in Brittany. Don't care about her family, her kids, or anything else. But to continue lying like this in these little antics, it's only going to turn out worse for her. Trust and believe, because I'm not about to play with any of you. I'm of the club. You already fucked around and found out. Let's go. To have a grown-ass man claiming and sending his little people in here, blaming me that if a child is not found, it's my fault because CJ is canceling his search. He's been crying about his need for protection for weeks before I ever even started reviewing him. I'm filming for my protection, for my protection, for my protection. But now he wants to shift it and say that because I pointed out that he promoted an RSO, which he did, factually, he did. He wants to say that he needs protection and has to cancel his search. Yeah, I ain't going to take this shit today, tomorrow, or any other day. And by the way, Kyle's sitting right here. So all these comments about her man should be really embarrassed. That's the furthest from what he is. Traders, I guess so. I guess that's looking for kids. And if since now he canceled the search, it's my fault. It's on my shoulders if Sebastian isn't found.
Good night, Janice.
Good night, Janice. Yeah, absolutely, mom of three boys. I have no interest in their personal life whatsoever. I have pointed out what they're doing on YouTube in these active cases. That's it. That's all the further it is for me.
Unlike what happens to us.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, we keep it there. That's where it always stays. But then 5 seconds later, you get shit like this. People making police reports on my comment section. Like, what? Oh, traders, I know. I can't understand this. Like, I wish more people would call it out. Like, I really, like, this is so ridiculous. I cannot even believe what I am seeing. Brittany actually gave me credit for, like, taking on all of these creators. Like, she basically said it was all me today. There are so many other people calling out this bad behavior and problematic behavior. I am far from the only one. But she tried to make it sound like I'm just like targeting and trying to take all of them out. I am not even attempting to take any of them down. Cancel them, nothing. I don't report. I don't encourage people to do that. They could do so much good with their platforms if they did better. If they corrected their shit. They say they're so proud of what they do, then stand on that shit. Stand on it. And when somebody reviews it and points out how gross it is, what you're doing to victims' families and victims, you're so proud of it. Eat those words. That's a you thing, not a me thing. Like, stop this weird shit, people. It's so fucking weird. What up, Brian? I know I'm never on this late either. Everybody's like, whoa, something's going on. Absolutely, Cheryl. Absolutely. Yeah, traders, it has gone so much further. I agree. Y'all, thank you for being here. Hildy, thank you so much. Only fake thing with me is my teeth. That still gets me. Christina, you did. She said, I'm just here to hear that Kyle burp in the background.
My bad, dog.
Christina, we miss you. We need to get together soon now that the pool's warmer enough for the kids. It's not going to start raining, I don't think. Hell's frozen over. There's no more rain. That was a good one, Kyle.
Did I really just
Did
burp?
you burp?
I don't know. Did I?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's past his bedtime.
At least one of the animals kicked in.
Give him a break. Poor Kyle's like, wait, I did do this. I'll clip it for you.
Thanks.
Good night, Janice. Oh, you guys. The baby elephant, the nurse blowing. God, poor Kyle. He's like, did I really? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nicole, wait, what? No, that didn't happen. She said at least the RSO was doing more than Katie. No, that's gotta. No. I hope somebody has that clipped. Oh my God. Nanya says, hello.
Hello, Nunya.
Hello, Nanya. He's like, I'm not. Yeah, we do. Oh, Monster Jam. Oh, Christina, that will be fun. I hope you guys have a blast.
It's about time you guys go do something.
Yeah, you're always at work. Bye, Lanky.
Bye, Lanky.
It did happen. That needs to be clipped. That needs to be clipped. Hey, Kay. It's good to see you. Yeah, who said that? Specifically, who said that? Nicole, I believe you. You know that. Was it her or was it her panel? Right, we'll rate it. I'm like, I'm not even paying attention. You guys know that. Oh, Liz says she thought she was reading a comment in chat. She might be mistaken. Okay, pause. We need that clipped. If that happened, we need that clipped. Who it came from and everything. I don't care if it was a comment from the chat. I want to see who the fuck said that. That is horrific. That is actually scary. Yeah, absolutely, Mopar. This is wild. I know. The good Nunnian. Did you see my thumbnail? Okay, for anybody coming in, that's late. This is the wildest shit I've ever seen. I thought I'd seen it all. I really, really thought I'd seen some of the wildest of the wilds, but this kind of takes the cake. Brittany, I filed a police report against her and a few people in her chat from yesterday and today. I hope you and CJ do the same. They are promoting hate speech and can be considered a felony as a felony. That's why I'm live.
We got bail money. Thank you.
This is wild. Jamal, I have heard that rumor. No, you're not changing the subject at all. I have heard that rumor. I said that this morning, but I can't verify who actually asked them to come in. I know that Brothers Underwater Recovery factually was in Nashville searching for Riley. I don't know how they got connected to Seth. I really genuinely don't. I don't know if they were connected to Seth. I can't say that as fact because I don't know. I don't know if he knew them at all, if he was coordinated with them whatsoever. That rumor is being spread. I have seen it multiple places. I've been sent different things, but I cannot factually confirm how that connection happened or if there was a connection whatsoever. Thankfully, it looks like Brothers Underwater Recovery has completely pulled away from this whatsoever. So I think there's more updates coming from other people who have been kind of following this week. But I don't think we have a confirmation of if there is any association to Seth. And if I'm sure he was alerted, I'm sure that he was probably alerted of this going on and handled it accordingly. I'm assuming his PI would be doing that. Sorry, got really serious. Yeah, Brian, it is. I never come on this late. So the lady in the comments said, Samantha Joy. And you guys can go look at the live that she's talking about. Her comments are in there. She was trying to bait the chat. It was wild. Yeah, Jamal, me neither. I really don't understand what is happening. Traitors. That's hysterical. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
6:30.
This has gotten so crazy.
Sweet Jesus.
They absolutely did. Yeah. So here's the thing, but Seth's investigation team was just hired on, and why would they call? I don't buy that. I'm sorry. I just don't. And the reason for it is, do I believe that Seth would have asked them? Yeah. Yeah, possibly. Is that part of this team he's been talking about? Potentially. But EquiSearch was in there. Like, there's all these other people that have been in there searching. So there's so many questions that I do have swirling around this, to be honest. I just don't factually have those answers. But there is a lot of questions I personally have about alignments, lack thereof. The one good thing I can say about that whole thing, though, is, to my knowledge, Brothers Underwater Recovery is completely removed from this. And hopefully any future searches upcoming. Kyle almost died. It's okay.
Good God.
He's alive. He's still alive. Poor Kyle's over here just dying right now. Babe. Baby elephant. God, Kyle's a mess. Somebody come take him. He's dying over here. Between allergies and his nightly medicine, he's about to keel over on me. I'll have some of that, Kyle. Poor Kyle's dying over here. Don't mind him. He's okay. I know first aid and CPR. We're good. I even got the card that says it. Oh, that one was personal. No, he's got super bad allergies. Genuinely, he really has terrible allergies. Okay, he had to blow again. But his allergies have been so bad, and then smoking on top of it didn't really work out well there. Who is the RSO in CJ's search story? Will be Ronnie Wagner from Brothers Underwater Recovery is a registered sex offender. Cooper's amputee something did a post confirming everything, a video. They actually got the video removed, but I did review that stream, and then Cooper redid, I think, and uploaded. I don't want to misconstrue anything from their perspective or their alignments. That's why I didn't really talk about any of that stuff when we reviewed it, because I don't know any of those guys personally. They do explain their story, how they got aligned. But they decided it was time that the public needed to know these things, because unfortunately they had to find out the hard way themselves. But Brothers Underwater Recovery, who was out there searching for Sebastian. Bye, Mopar. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Yeah, we won't be on much longer. Yeah, hating on the parents. Like this is the wildest thing though that I've ever seen. Like the amp up and the absolute frenzy that is happening over me addressing the misinformation in this case. I have never seen anything like it. Never. Like I don't know what is happening, but people are so upset. That's one thing I will give Molly. Molly was pretty good at just keeping it moving and continuing on her grift. Like she genuinely was. She was just kind of like, okay, it didn't stop her or slow her down from doing dumb shit. She just kept on. These people just like double down and do worse and worse shit that brings more attention to them. And this is exactly why I say you will never expose somebody as much as they expose themselves. You point out a few things and you sit back and watch it go. That's all I can say, because they just give you endless content. They truly do. Brian, thank you. Yeah, I barely am on this late. Yeah, Andy, it has. It actually realistically has. Yeah, it's crazy to me. And my other question about this, and this is genuine, like I start to worry about the fact that we've seen so many creators say that they're taking the leads in this case. Like people can call them with leads and they'll funnel them. Creators on YouTube, like that's scary, you guys. All leads, any leads should only be going to TBI. Like this is putting somebody's life in danger. This is not a game. You guys, this is serious. Like as much as I'm joking around about the insanity that is caused in this case because of shit like a $20 super chat with the mention of a police report, that is just comedy gold, because this is seriously really scary for these families. Like this is not okay. We have an RSO out there searching for a child. Sama, thank you for the bail money. Sama. It's really scary. It's really scary. Like this is a big problem. I can laugh about this shit, but there is actual people have completely went off the rails. We have people that claim they're like psychic mediums involving themselves and like going into chats. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And all this, like, oh, things have just gone so south. I can't even understand it. And I really worry for this family. It's so crazy to me. The TBI, I don't know much about them from this perspective, but we have to hold out hope somewhere, right? So not only is the TBI involved, but Sumner County, the TBI, the FBI, and the Secret Service. I really genuinely don't think that all of these agencies are just going to sit by and do nothing, truthfully. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But I don't think that's happening. I really genuinely think that they are throwing as much at this as they possibly can, because they don't want this to carry on. Can you imagine what law enforcement is dealing with from social media? We saw them one night calling the tip line because they thought the tip line was closed down and clogging up the tip line from a chat on YouTube. Like, law enforcement is experiencing this on an all-time level. They are trying to find answers in this for this family, and they do that genuinely, I think. I don't think all of them are sitting by and just thinking that this is acceptable. I really hope not. Secret Service Truth Finder goes through all the data. So they come in and like review the data and cell logs, data collection. I'm sure, I don't know what all that entails, so I don't want to speak out of turn. But it sounds like they were reviewing data. I don't know if that just means internet, where that goes, but data. What?
Still in leather.
Thank you, Aaron.
Told me to get some
chloroform,
some nuclear compound.
Oh, for your allergies. I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, Jessica, it's crazy. I didn't even realize that was your video that everybody was playing. I'm sorry everybody used it, and
Oh,
you did a great job on that video, though, by the way.
that's a great thing.
How you laid that out. Very straight, factual, not like, that was great. I appreciate that when it's calls like that. What?
Butt Plug Betty.
Yeah. This is really sad. This is really sad. Truthfully, I'm really bothered by this. And it's good to see so many people in here too. Oh yeah, Chico, Texas Wildlife Services also. Yep, I forgot about that.
She tries that all the time. It never works.
It's crazy to me though. Good night, Alex. Yeah, I'm not. If you get arrested. Thank you, Alex. You guys just cracked me up. I'm not worried about it. I can't even imagine. I dread, you guys, you want to know what keeps me up at night? I dread what's going to happen to the next family. We know we're not done. No matter the outcome of this case, we know the next one's coming. And I just cringe knowing. AP, that's what I'm going to call you. I hope that you actually genuinely sit back and listen to me and find out what I'm about and why I'm speaking up the way I am. I truly do. I know you probably think I'm this mean, evil person. I'm passionate for a reason. I have a very blunt nature because this shit matters to me. I worry about these families. These people have no stop in them. And this is going to really impact somebody's justice, the outcome of one of these cases. It's not okay. It really is not. We should all, as a society, want better for victims and their families going through the worst times. This isn't a gray area for me. This is very black and white. And it's gone too far. And I'm so afraid of what's going to happen to the next family. But you're welcome to be in here. But I really hope if you are in here, you sit back and hear what we are actually talking about instead of what you've been told we're about or I'm about. Because while they'll continue to lie about what I am, who I am, what I'm doing, you'll actually listen to the truth out of my mouth to your ears and realize it's not what it seems. But I hope you do join part of the conversation. People need to wake up, truly. Yes, Jamal, I'm serious, you guys. Like, this isn't funny. Like, this is really sad. Yeah, Leandra. And then to have somebody come in here and say that they filed a report on me for affecting people's mental health. The irony in that, while they are kicking a family going through the worst time, they come in here and say another creator who is pointing out the very things that they're saying out of their own mouth that they are helping by bringing awareness, that's impacting their mental health. Meanwhile, continuing to spread complete slanderous rumors about a family going through their worst days with a missing child. The irony of this. I'm truly speechless. Good night, Christina. Love you too. Love handle, and we can't undo it. We can't undo it. Yeah, what family's next? Yeah. Still in leather, yes. I will. Today I was kind of everywhere. Oh, Anderson. That's a huge thing I am super passionate about. I'm super passionate about animals being fixed. Trust me. It causes my child so much anxiety. It
which
is.
in turn causes me extreme anxiety.
My oldest daughter has debilitating anxiety, and it is so hard for her with animals and hurt animals and anything in the neighborhood, as most of you have seen already. But she is like this little rescuer, soft heart. So, of course, because we end up taking in all sorts of random stuff. So it's a necessary evil. You have to get your cat spayed or neutered, and dogs. It's for cats. It's a health thing too. Jessica Danielle, you did a great job. You kept it super factual and straight to the point, and that was really appreciated. Hey, Phoenix, thank you so much. I know, Deets. I'm going to jail, straight to jail. I committed a felony. I've officially lived up to my life goals. I guess I'm going to get to spend the rest of my life behind federal bars with a cushy lifestyle. I mean, that would be such a switch of life, having somebody wait on me. Like, really.
Just having silence.
I know. I would be like, oh my God, this is the best 5 years of my life. Nobody talked to me.
Oh, the next 5 to 10 are going to be great.
You guys, please do not bail me out.
Yeah.
It would be like vacation. Nobody would talk to me for 3 days.
So you can stay longer.
You'll bail me out. No, leave me there.
Yeah.
Never mind. We don't want bail money.
I want some peace and quiet, damn it.
Anonymous, thank you. Bail money, honey. No, you guys.
We still have 3 kids in the house.
Don't do that. It would be like a vacation. Kyle wants to go too. Do you hear this?
Yeah.
If one of us goes, we go together.
Yeah.
We might be in separate cells, but we're okay with that too. Shit. Let us go. We're like over here like, wait a second. That's not a bad idea.
You tell me I don't have to listen to the kids for
3 hormonal girls
Yeah.
for an entire weekend fighting over who has the remote. And there's a TV around every corner, but they just like to argue about anything. What? They do? They have. I would love. You could just have a conjugal visit. Do they do that here?
No, they have tent city.
Well, we need to go to a state and get arrested in a state that they have conjugal visits. I'll just go to jail and you can have a conjugal visit.
Plan out our prison.
Well, yeah, they're planning it out by
Can't we just send them?
If it's our dream, we can dream however we want.
I'd rather stay here.
We're over here planning this whole thing out. Who gets to go first? I'd sleep the whole time, right? True crime with Eve. I know. I'm like, you people, 3 hots and a cot.
Yeah.
Peace and quiet. I know. Commissary, buddy. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is what a wild night. If you guys missed the beginning of this, I would rewind. I can't go back up and pin the comment again, but there was a comment that was made in here tonight for those of you that missed it by one of CJ's followers who's been in my comment sections trying to not throw hands with me, is what she said, and kind of co-signing a lot of the shit. By the way, the chat on my live from earlier today is only removed because at the end of it, we were just having kind of a more one-on-one personal conversation, and the chat was opening up about some of their struggles in their lives. And out of respect for my chat and their privacy, I decided to remove the live chat. Nothing else. Nothing nefarious happened. A lot of you guys were in there. There was nothing sideways that was done. There was no reason it was hidden. Sarah was the only one in that chat. Anyways, that Casey girl that was in the chat 2 days ago, today, I don't know if she was here today or yesterday, but she's in the comment section over there too. Came in here tonight and she made the comment about how if Sebastian isn't found, and this isn't verbatim because I can't remember exactly what it said, but something to the effect, now that CJ is not searching for Sebastian, if Sebastian isn't found, it is my fault. Yeah. On top of people are sending super chats to Brittany J that say that they made police reports on me for hate speech in my chat. People from my chat. We're talking about a missing child and how the lack of resources across the country, and they're out here wasting resources on stupid shit like that. And then instead of just being honest with your chat and saying, look, this is what happened. Factually speaking, this did happen. He did promote an RSO. The RSO is no longer. That's it. Okay. But instead he turned it into this very personal BS and game. Started throwing all sorts of stupid shit out there and turned it into a mess. And now it's just unraveling even at greater speed. Like, I don't even know what is happening anymore. Truly. Yeah, Deets. And because I used his own words to point out that he promoted this guy and that CJ was completely acting a fool, he has now started to claim that for his safety and because he needs protection, because of me putting out misinformation about his alignment with brothers when he was absolutely involved with that shit, has put him in danger. Meanwhile, he was claiming that he needed protection and people were following him and gunshots and drones and all that shit before I started reviewing him. I started reviewing him because he was saying he needed protection and all this bullshit. But now he had to pull out because of me putting out misinformation, even though I played his own clips and showed the clips of him driving by their house over and over again and all of that shit, and backed up what Chris was talking about in his post. That couldn't be misconstrued. Yep. Now it's my fault that he's pulling out. And because his safety's in jeopardy.
He's a weird little dude.
Yeah, that's super strange. And then his people coming in here and saying, if Sebastian's not found, it's my fault. That's going to get real far. He does, Meg. That's what he claimed. Multiple times. Oh my gosh, Audacity. I forgot about him saying that there was cobras. I forgot about that. There's so much that has been happening. I can't keep up. Like, that's what I don't get why people don't understand this. Like, I thank God people are sending me shit and pointing shit out to me and alerting me, because I would have no clue. I have not barely even watched their content. There are so many people out here. I can barely keep up. Thank God other people are paying attention to all of these other channels. It's not just me, but they are like hell-bent that I am on this mission of canceling everybody. I'm not about canceling anybody. They just need to do better for these victims. These victims and their families deserve better. It's wild. NorCal Jim, the Quentin Simon case, I barely caught the Quentin part of it. We were following that from what Molly and Spanky were doing. Molly and Spanky had announced that a Marine veteran had passed away, and he hadn't. They played a whole death hoax on a Marine veteran's unfortunate attempted unaliving. He was still in horrible condition, but he was still alive at the time. During that case when they were in Savannah, Georgia, because his biological family lived in Savannah, Georgia. So, well, most of the internet was focused on the Quentin Simon side of things. And yes, I saw some of it. Me and a few others that I associate with were really focused on the Marvon side. And I think missed a lot of like the ins and outs of the Quentin Simon stuff. So I can't tell you from a personal perspective there. I know some of the details there, but I came into this because his dignity had completely been shattered. That's why my channel started. Unlike what Sarah has been saying recently, she's twisted the entire story of how that went down. Every single video is on my channel. You can watch it unfold on your own. They exploited that man's tragedy to the finest on so many different ends and played death hoaxes and involved the family, and the family was actively involving themselves. It was horrifying. And they blamed his ex-wife. Not his ex-wife. God, excuse me. His wife. Unfortunately, his widow now. But they blamed Dre for doing something to him. The police report came out and cleared her completely after an extreme investigation from multiple different agencies. They are still harassing her to this day. Nothing has changed. They followed her and her kids. They had to move. They went to her mom's house, her sister's house. They tried to destroy her business. CPS worker joined a Facebook group that was titled Exposing Dre McCrae, Justice, and then the other one was Justice for Marvon. I don't remember which one she was actually in off the top of my head. I would have to go look. But it got really real. So we were focused on that side of things. So long story short, I came into this in a different mindset than a lot of people. That's why I keep it in such a different arena. This isn't about any of us. This isn't personal. This is about these victims and their families and deserving better. So many people are re-victimized by the judicial system, let alone going through the process of things like this, tragedies, crimes, people's worst days, mental health struggles, all of it. It's exploitation. And we've now became a society where you're going to have a career fair with these poor kids that went to school and said, well, my mommy and daddy exploit missing children for a living. That's their full-time job. I mean, shit. Where's that mark on the career fair? It's became a whole fucking genre to exploit people going through their worst times. I don't know, Coopers. Probably not. That's a good question. Sorry, I just went off. This is so sad. Seriously, so sad. Yeah, NorCal. Sorry, it was a long response, but there's like, that's why I feel so differently about this. Like, this isn't just about drama. Like, I don't care about Brittany's life. I don't care about her as a person. It's not personal for me. These families deserve better, you guys. These families have experienced pain and suffering, extreme pain and suffering at the worst time. And all of their past trauma is used and weaponized against them to paint a narrative about these people. We don't know what is going on, factually speaking. Until we know more, we rally and support. We're watching a whole community be divided over a missing child when right now the community needs to rally together to support this family. But because of all the lies and the rumors and the speculation and the chaos and the false narratives about people being threatened and followed and their safety and protection, you think people locally want to get involved in this shit? We have a missing child that needs to be brought home. You're driving people away from investing their time and energy into this because you're running with speculation and rumors like they're fact and painting a narrative about people that just want to bring their son home. It's fucked up, man. Good night, Wheelby. Cynthia, that is absolutely true. Fact is, YouTube creators have no place trying to do law enforcement work or lawyer jobs. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, Chronicles, I probably don't even want to know what Dolly said. Yes, absolutely, Deets. Yeah, Oz, absolutely. And I will continue to speak on these people. I will continue to point out that these families deserve better. This isn't personal for me. Would I ever hang out with these people? Absolutely not. Because if they don't understand the error in their way and why it's so problematic and how these people deserve, I don't want those people around me. It's not that hard to figure out, you guys. It really isn't. It's not hard to say, I fucked up and change and do better. That's how I got into this situation, because I let my emotional part of me overtake me. And I thought Dre was not a good person. So it made the narrative in my head feel so like, oh yeah, this is valid. Then I sat back and realized what was happening. I never thought she did something like that. But I knew things weren't okay. But I misspoke because no matter what my personal feelings are, no matter what I have the opinion of, no matter who I think is guilty of what, no matter what I disagree in their lifestyle with, it doesn't make somebody out to be a murderer. It doesn't make somebody out to be capable of harming their child. Our disagreements in lifestyles and people's different ways of life is used as a dividing tool instead of a tool that says, I can identify with that shit. Like, I would not want to be there. We all fuck up. We all get overly emotional and do stupid shit. But when you know better and you realize that you're doing harm instead of good, you want better for these victims and their families. It's a learning process. There ain't none of us that are Debbie do-gooders all the time. Everybody fucks up. But it's about constantly wanting better for these victims and their families because you can identify that this could be anybody. Truly, it could be anybody. It's really not that hard. These people have lost all control. True Crime with Eve, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. I realized that, like, we had a difference in religion. Like, my disgruntled parts with Dre were really simple. Like, I didn't like her lifestyle. I didn't like her religion choices. Like, petty, superficial shit, right? Surface level stupid shit. Just not my cup of tea, right? But I didn't have any dislike for her, but I was really understanding, like, my dislike of other things, and I really reacted. And I was like, oh, whoa, wait. But then I had enough self-awareness to sit back and go, wait a second here. Like, thank God I did. And then at that time, too, people were coming in that could see a confliction. And they took the opportunity to ask me questions that really made me question myself and go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I really stepped back and was able to see, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Amethyst has been here from jump. And Amethyst has always had such a kind way about her because she doesn't just talk about and tell her story for people to listen to a story. She tells her story because she has been through the worst of the worst and doesn't want that same outcome for anybody else. She tells her story to make people understand that this is the reality of what actually happens. She has so much bravery inside of her, and her being alongside me through this entire journey and going through everything together has opened my eyes in ways that I never expected. Ever expected. I was passionate about this stuff in the beginning, but I can admit, like, there was petty shit. Like, I wasn't focused even remotely in the way I am now. I'm talking with my hands still. Over here directing the choir.
Uh-huh.
But it changes things when you realize, like, the system re-victimizes these victims enough as is. Justice is such a fickle word when it comes to what happens to victims and their families, truly, throughout all different crimes, situations. Like, it is really horrifying to see. I don't know. It just changed things for me. And we all make mistakes. We all fuck up. We all get caught up emotionally in things. But when people just lie to lie because they think that this is their job title, again, you're going to go to career fair and be like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I exploit children's tragedies by kicking their parents when they go missing, even though we don't have any proof that they did anything. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if one of these people were your neighbors? What do you do? What would that conversation be like? How awkward. The Masked Angel, thank you for becoming a member. By the way, Am, if you're in here still, thank you for your bravery, because those of you that know understand what I'm talking about. Like, her bravery showed me such a different light. Okay. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Good night, AP. Sorry, I'm reading. I get on these conversations and I'm like, this is where I'm passionate. Like, this is not okay. Like, at all, y'all. This shit's gotten so far out of control. There's 311 of us here. It's 10:30 or 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That means it's 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. There's 311 people in here, and majority of you have problems with what you've been seeing happening in this case. Whether you're commenting or not, you're here to either listen to me because you are some form of hate watching, or you're fed up with how these families and victims are treated. Thank you for being here and a part of this conversation, because it does give me hope that there is possibility of change, because people are fed up. People are fed up. I think collectively we are just fed up.
I think they're called cucks.
Cucks. What now?
I think that's the term.
Oh, no.
For the people that just sit back and watch.
Oh, God. God. Kyle's on swinging. Kyle's having swinging conversations. Of course. Poor Deets, I scarred her for life. I went in her chat one day and I was talking about upside down pineapples and swinging drama on TikTok because of the swinging community. And not many people can understand or appreciate where I'm coming from. But if you know, you know, like, there's a whole swing talk community and there's so much drama in it. And it is a guilty pleasure of mine to watch. But I love to, like, rock people sideways with that conversation and just, like, ask questions about it, because it's so intriguing to me. Their drama is so intense and it's wild. Like, that to me is the drama community. But poor Deets wasn't even prepared for where that conversation was going to go at all. Poor Kyle gets to hear about it all the time. He gets the download. Oh my God, Deets, it's wild. The swinger drama on TikTok is wild. There's a whole parody channel of that too. Anne, you're so loved. I didn't pin that very long, but I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Because I know, like, you're like, stop giving me. But really, you did. You changed it for me. Like, you really changed. Open it up. Really changed a lot. Yes, Meg. Christina. Yep. Christina and the new boy toy, Brandon. Yep. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Matt, Mark, now Brandon. That shit blows my fucking mind. Oh my gosh, Deets, I was cracking up. That was a great conversation. That was funny. Am and me are over here all the time having conversations about, like, that stuff. I'll ask her questions. I'm like, oh, I heard about this thing. Like, because I don't shame at all. Like, everybody does their thing. Whatever you choose to do with your life is your life. That's my take on it. None of that shit bothers me. Like, I am open as they come. I won't knock it. I do not kink shame, and that's being genuine. Like, I don't care what anybody does. If it makes them happy, go for it. Kyle and I do not partake in that lifestyle, but we watch all the smut shows. That is the one thing that we watch religiously, is 90 Day Fiance and shows like that. Like, that is our thing, and we have done that since we first started dating. We would go out of town or go on date weekends, and we'd sit in the hotel room because neither one of us drink, and we would watch 90 Day Fiance. We had some great times. But I can get him involved in that shit. It's fun to watch. Yeah, 6 Up. Yeah. Yeah. They called the Popo on my chat and me for hate speech when there was none. Hey, the Runaway Truth. Hey, twin. Yeah, fucking crazy, though. It's wild. Mother of two boys, that's a good question. I've actually wondered, I've heard that there is a possibility of people paying for interviews to begin. I don't know if there's any validity to people paying the family for interviews. I find that to be a little interesting and weird, if I'm being honest. I don't know if that's truthful or not. I don't know how that conversation would even go. Um, but I've heard that there's potential of, and I'm not talking, I certain creators have been named in that. Not everybody, not the first ones or anything like that, but there has been mention. Again, I don't know if that's true or not, but I would think that if they did, maybe they paid for an interview in that way, potentially. I know people that have done that before on other cases. However, that person um, isn't involved in this case, to my knowledge. I don't think at all. I would have to. I don't watch her at all. I doubt it because she usually does reality TV. Oh, absolutely wasting resources, 6 up, and then commenting and like doing the stupidest shit. It's wild. It's just wild. It's yeah, True Crime with Eve. I'm really understanding the trauma community right now. I'm really starting to understand it. And like, I don't care if people call me trauma drama. Like, I don't get offended by titles at all. Not whatsoever. I've never understood the community thing. So I don't claim a community. I just kind of do whatever I feel like doing at the time. Truthfully, I just do whatever I want to, whether it's baking, whether it's talking about this shit, whether it's talking about cults. I take my fancy wherever I feel like it. Whatever fits in my day, or like, I can do anything and be content. It's not about the bonds that I formed on here are great. Like, I can go bake and have people come in and chat with me. We have a great time, and there'll be 10 of us in there. It's so much fun. But it is such a weird environment because the TC, like, in order to break into the bigger numbers in the true crime community, I'm seeing that a lot of them start out by doing stuff like this. To get those bigger numbers, you have to be willing to sell yourself out a little bit more and more, in my opinion. That's how you grow, because you have to be willing for this wild speculation and theory and insanity to carry on. You have to be willing to participate in that. You're basically selling your soul to the devil for what? Like, it is so sad. And the ethical, moral creators, it takes a lot longer for them to build, even though some of them have incredible talent. Oh gosh. Twin, she has what I've seen from her recently, like I said, I have not kept up with, I couldn't tell you what Dolly's been doing. I couldn't tell you what BHB Foley has been doing, because I've been trying to keep up with this. Seriously, I said it yesterday, 20 to 45 hours a day of content, just the ones I'm trying to keep up with. There is no possible way that I can keep up with all of them. It is so much content, and it is coming out so rapidly, and the misinformation is impossible to get on top of. Excuse me. In the Marvon story, there was a max of like 3 to 5 creators covering that story. In this one, there is hundreds. Sierra, do you really? From 1906? I do bake. Yeah, we made Christmas candy and all sorts of shit this year. We made caramels, and I don't know if I did the fudge on live. We did almond roca, peanut brittle. Yeah, Jessica, I agree with that. I see that too. You've got the bail money too. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Do we need a lawyer? No, we do not. We decided that I get to stay there. Kyle wants to go too, though.
Where?
So if we go together, we go together to jail, and you guys can't bail us out.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Genevieve.
Just make sure the kids get fed.
It still is, Genevieve. It still is, because it's still happening. That's the thing, is people don't understand. Like, there's no win in this situation. It doesn't stop. Even once the case is over, look at Kylie Rodney. It doesn't stop for these families. And I'm not laughing about this. This is fucking true. Like, this is gross. They not only have to deal with the grief, and everybody in here understands in some way, shape, or form that grief can do incredibly terrible things to people in itself, let alone these people have to deal with the ramifications of what random strangers put out on the internet with them about their lives for the rest of their lives. Some of them still continue to get harassed. There is no backing up some of these allegations or backing them away. Some of these things, you can't undo this stuff. Once it's out there, it's out there. It's out there. There's Kyle again.
What? Did I? Oh, shit. What?
It's crazy, though, you guys. It's wild. All right, y'all. What, Coco? Sarah says she doesn't believe I make that stuff. Did she really say that? She couldn't have said that. She think I just... How would I even fake that? How would I fake that?
What? Making...
My cooking, like making caramels and shit. How would I be faking that?
Oh, you just heat up water, like... As long as
Are they props?
As long as there's shit bubbling in the background and you got, like, flour everywhere, nobody can tell the difference.
What? That is hysterical. Yeah, I just bought props and just stir a pot of water. The hell? No fucking way. No, I'm really that nerdy. I like to cook. We made popcorn balls. We made pumpkin patches for Halloween over here. Yeah, I do that shit. Susie Homemaker.
Yeah.
That cusses like a truck driver. Oh, the irony. The cheek is up. I bought prop food. I know, and here's Kyle bitching about wanting more cheesecake. I told you guys earlier today he was bitching. Oh my goodness. This shit's good for a laugh, though. You can't help but feel sorry for these people, truly. Like, I think that's why it's hard for me to take it seriously, because I do seriously pity these people. I really do. It has to be a low... this is not rewarding. This is not fulfilling. You can't convince me that it is. You can't convince me that these people genuinely feel good about what they're doing to this family. You think they do? Kicking families when they're down at their lowest?
No. I was going to have some Fruity Pebbles.
No. Do you think... You go to the closet. Poor guy. Oh, Kyle. This is why we don't stay up late. Kyle's way past his bedtime. He's a wreck. We both get the giggles too. Oh. They feel nothing, truthfully. Yeah, they don't. They don't. They do not. It just doesn't register, you guys. It seems like there's no registration up there. Like, it really genuinely worries me. When I say that, I'm being genuine. Like, I'm straight up being genuine. Like, this scares me. Where this is headed is not a good spot. And we're so far behind with laws and shit. Oh, it's bad. The outcome of this could be so bad. I know, Duchess, I am. I'm like really late. You guys have me all off schedule lately because these people are like way different times than me. So I just needed somebody to talk to about that, because that was just crazy shit. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Truly, I was like, this is not reality, is it? Unfortunate, it is. I thought I'd seen it all. I truly thought I'd seen the worst of the worst. I am stunned. To blame somebody for a child being missing, or if that child isn't found, let me back myself up. Because of my behavior and me pointing out what CJ's been doing, because of me, CJ, who has to pull out of this search, Now, if that child isn't found, it's my fault because CJ had to pull out of the search. That, to have the balls to say that to somebody is wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. Oh, 6 up. Yeah, somebody came in here and said that to me. Yeah, I pinned the comment earlier in here. And then they're paying Brittany J $20 super chats to tell them that they made police reports about me. It's wild. This is wild. Oh, Leandra, I have not. I've stayed away from the Karen Reed case completely. Like, I don't know shit about that. I've been wanting to like try to pick up. There's just too much going on for me to even attempt to like follow that. No, Duchess, he pulled out. He's claiming he pulled out because of what I showed online about him with his own statements and his own words and his association with Brothers Underwater Recovery. He is trying to use that his safety is in jeopardy now because of me putting out misinformation about him. So he had to pull out of the search for safety reasons. And if Sebastian isn't found, it's basically my fault. You can see the comment that was made. It wasn't by CJ. It was somebody that runs that Casey girl that's been in the comment section trying to fight with me and say all sorts of sideways stuff. She came in here and made that comment that if Sebastian's not found now, it's my fault because CJ had to pull out. And then there was comments being made that if he or CJ was close, that's why they wanted him pulled out or something. Like, just wild shit. Yeah, right, Deets? I know. Absolutely wild. Well, here's the thing. No, I'm serious, Duchess. This is dead serious. This all happened. They made a police report about me in my comment section because hate speech, and it's a felony. It's the thumbnail of it. Like, my mind is blown. Absolutely crazy. Susie, are you kidding me? T-Rev told BJ that if it wasn't for them, Sebastian's case would be. Oh my God, what is happening? Bunny Murphy, I don't know. I've heard that, but I haven't. I've watched Charlie like 5 minutes, and that was back when he was associated with CJ, but I haven't caught up with him lately because there's so many. So I don't know all the ins and outs there. It's not NorCal Jim. I don't like the term tragedy pimp. And let me be honest, and there's a reason for that. The word tragedy talks about everything we talk about. So everybody is discussing tragedies. It's how you go about it. It's how you go about discussing somebody else's worst moments. The disrespect of running with some of these rumors and saying that you have a source when factually we all know that you're full of shit and you're just creating rumors to cause a divide. Because in these stories, the more salacious they are, the better they sell. So drama and division between family members is a top seller. So that's what they go to. It's not about, people can make money on YouTube ethically. It's the misinformation, the rumors, the speculation, the complete disrespect of these families at their worst times. It's really not that fucking hard. It really, truly isn't. A little respect and kindness towards the families and waiting for law enforcement to fill in the gap with the factual information and stick to that when you realize you could be out, like, affecting the outcome of these cases long term with rumors and speculation, because we're starting to watch it get pulled into court cases. Social media's rumors and speculations and running with bullshit. It's really not hard to be factual. You can speculate with respect. You can have theories and opinions with respect. It's human nature. There's also a line that we don't need to cross. You can make money ethically on YouTube talking about and offering your platform for the victims' voices. You can highlight trials, cold cases that need people to deep dive into them, that need fresh sets of eyes. You really want to think you're a hero and solve something? Do something like a cold case. Put your energy where it could be actually helpful instead of causing harm to these families. It's not about tragedy pimping, because we all discuss tragedies, truthfully. They're just a different form of tragedy. It's about how you go about it, and the misinformation and the willingness to sell out your own soul, if you even had one to begin with, on trying to make money off of people going through the worst time. I gave the analogy earlier of, it's like having an EMT come to your house and you think that they're going to help you and they're going to save you and they're going to provide life-saving measures, right? They're going to they're going to fix something in some way, shape, or form, you know? They're volunteering their time. Not a paid EMT, just a volunteer. But that volunteer decides that when you're at the weakest, they decide to take every shot they possibly can. So while you're reaching up for help, they're kicking you over and over and over again. But they tell you they're there to bring awareness. They tell you they're there to help. They're for the victims when they don't even understand what the victims even remotely go through in these cases. This misinformation is a problem, and it should be stuff that we all stand against. Having a registered sex offender out there searching for a 15-year-old missing child is not acceptable. That should be a public concern instead of getting pissed off about it. Driving by parents' homes over and over again, showing their neighborhood, not only puts the family in danger, but it puts the neighborhood in danger. We shouldn't be highlighting these things as Debbie do-gooders when these are people who don't have any training or knowledge of being out there, and they're just doing it for content on the internet. There should be a firm, strong line against that. But you can do it with integrity. Some just don't see that there's any potential in that because it doesn't make the money. Because they think it's their job. I know, Deets. According to them, I took out MGL. I didn't even fucking report her. And the report I did, the whatever that fucking thing was called, because she had my full legal name up there in the title of her video. Her channel was taken down before that even went through. So they give me credit for shit I don't get credit for. Oh, Duchess, that's so weird. I don't know why they do that shit. It's just so weird. It's so weird, you guys. You got me back up because now I'm talking to you guys. Okay, I gotta be off here in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna be dragging ass tomorrow. I am up way past my bedtime, you guys. Yeah, it's crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, 6 up. Abso-fucking-lutely, there has to be. Pete S. There's videos done on it. More people need to be aware. Do you think we would just come out here and sling something like that? Like, Cooper did an excellent video and gave firsthand accounts from people that he's actually affected, the victim's story. He did a great video, and unfortunately they got it taken down. But I didn't know all the alignments and stuff, so I tried to not ever speak over like who's associated with the dive teams because that's so confusing to me. Somehow they've tried to involve the narked divers in this, but to my understanding, narked is a great human being, not involved in any of this. So I don't know how CJ has kind of wrapped him up into this too. And there's some other guy named Busby, which I've never even heard of either. But I think he's saying he's pulling out too because of safety concerns, because of misinformation. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second here. What is happening? Yes, please. Deets, thank you for the cake. Thank you, Anderson. I appreciate you guys too. Like, this shit's just crazy. Yeah. Yeah, ASD. That's the thing, you guys. Like these are serious issues. Like they're acting like this is just drama, right? This is just drama. Oh, we're just no, this is like these are serious legit concerns being brought up. There is serious issues in this situation, and the outcome is Sebastian. Like that's what they're not understanding here. Like there's a missing child. There is a missing child. Something happened. One way or the other, that child deserves to be brought home. And all of this chaos and confusion and ridiculous misinformation and the rumors and the even the PI comes out and makes a statement and their creators are mocking them, making photos like of the PI, like discounting what his own personal PI said.
You tricked me.
I know. I was like, they got me in a good conversation though. It's really sad. It's really sad, you guys. And to hear not only the RSO part, right? That's problematic in itself, but then you hear the rest of the video and you hear the accounts from other victims that have worked with him when they had a missing loved one or a tragedy in their family. I don't know the exact details of that story, so I don't want to misspeak. But to hear other people come out and say like what they've experienced because of him too, like people need to be aware of that stuff. And instead of covering up that they promote these people and don't do their due diligence, like we're talking about a missing child. Like when you associate with somebody going out to look for a missing child, you do the due diligence because you owe it to the child. You owe it to the child. If you're going to be putting your grimy shit in the middle of a search scene where you could potentially contaminate evidence, you know what the hell you're doing going in. Not just running out there making it a fucking live stream content show. Like these are real people that evidence could be tampered with by these people going out there and not having a fucking clue what the hell they're doing. That's why it's so important. If you want to help, go get SAR certified. Go do the training. Instead of grifting off of these missing children, put the time and energy into actually doing something to help. Of what, Pete S? Which part of the RSO? Absolutely. Like this is not a fun and games. Like I don't get why people think this is just drama. Like we just want drama, so we're calling these people out. No. We want better for these families. We want better outcomes for these families. We need better systems in place to protect our families. Our kids deserve better. Children cannot consent. He is a minor and should have had privacy respected. Unfortunately, that was broken. We can't undo some of the damage that's already been done, but we can slow it down and be more ethical in our approach. This is a missing child, and they won't even recognize it. It's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah, it's not that hard to understand, right, Smiles? It's really not. And the sad thing is with petitions, Duchess, too, it's so hard because without the action steps, it's hard to get them going and it's hard to get traction with them. And it's like pulling teeth for some because people think it's their right to be able to do these things to families. Like, because if they didn't have them, these people wouldn't have full-time incomes. That's why people rely on it's crazy to me that people's trauma has price tags. Like, think about that. We are selling people's trauma, and it's been happening for a long time. It's just packaged differently every time. Like it didn't start happening overnight. This has been happening. This is part of the disparities in our system in the world. It's been happening. People need to see streaming of trials, the disparities in the judicial system, the way that offenders are treated, the lack of justice that some of these people get on face value, the sentences some of these offenders don't serve. Like people need to see those things of cases. Transparency is absolutely needed. There's so much good that social media could do if done in the right way. But instead, it's more profitable to kick people at their worst times. Make that make sense. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, I was listening.
Kyle's like, I tapped out. We're out of class. Oh, okay, Pete. I didn't know that. Yeah, absolutely. This is why it's a laughing thing, Jessica. Absolutely. This is why the Idaho 4 got a documentary before that case has even gone to trial. Like, seriously. Hey, Justice is sweet. It's not about canceling people's freedom of speech. That's never been what it's been about. And when people miss that message, it infuriates me. It's never been about canceling people or not wanting people to have a voice. It's about doing this ethically and morally and understanding what you are communicating to an audience. These victims deserve voices and justice. But we live in the United States where people are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law for a reason. Vigilante justice is outlawed for a reason. And that's what it's become to parents of a missing child when the child is still fucking missing, guys. He's still missing. Sebastian is still missing. It angers me that people think that this is just fucking fun and games and drama. This shit's just fucked. So fucked. Law enforcement agencies and SAR certified people bust their asses to do good for these victims and these families. That's why they sign up for this stuff. These people actually are heroes. If you want to be a hero, then put in the time and energy that these victims deserve, because they teach you how to respect them and help them through the worst times of their lives by preserving evidence, by learning how to grid search, by doing all that stuff. These families deserve that. If you want to play hero and profit off of their tragedy, at least give them the respect that they're owed by doing your due diligence and going and getting SAR certified. You can't come at me and tell me that you don't have time when all you do is sit online and do this. You have the time and the energy. Go do it. Give that to them. But you know that if you do that, it's not going to make for the salacious shit show, right? Because you won't be able to walk that line of disrespecting the family and grifting off their worst time. It's more profitable to sell their pain. I feel so bad for law enforcement in these situations. We talk about the lack of resources, and here we have people calling the fucking police and filing a report saying that we are promoting hate speech. I can't even rationalize this shit. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm dealing with a bunch of toddlers right now. Like, I'm teaching a fucking class. And not to you guys, because thank God that's why you guys are here, because you get it. Besides that few hate watchers in the bushes. It's absolutely dumbfounding to me that they can't get the bigger picture here. It is unbelievable. Yeah, and then they play the victim. They become the victim in the story and overshadow the actual victims of the story. And so it turns from bringing awareness to these cases to these poor pity parties for them because they're a victim, because they claim that people are doing X, Y, Z, when I haven't seen shit of any of that happen. And it would never happen from me pointing out what you said. I just replayed your words, like rewinding a VCR tape. That's it. If you were so embarrassed by what you have said and what you have done out here in this case, that's a you thing, not a me thing. I can't see Jim. Oh, NorCal Jim. I gotcha. Absolutely, Tara. Independent investigation, absolutely. Journalism is so important. So important. Independent journalism is so important. But that's why the people put time and energy into learning the ways of navigating, because corruption is brought down a lot of times by independent journalism. There is such a need for this shit. There is such a need for this shit. And these people just piss all over the hard work that these professionals actually put their time and energy into doing too. It really is truly maddening. Callie Dime, thank you for being here and being a part of these conversations. Hey, Jen. Yeah, absolutely. They don't have to, they walk that line. They do that intentionally because they try to hide behind the freedom of speech. Well, guess what? If journalists had standards then it's about time that the laws catch up to at least these independent journalists who think that they can just smear these people. Don't have that line to walk anymore. They should have just as many consequences as journalists do, and they don't right now. And that's not fair, because journalists have to at least we see what Nancy Grace gets away with, so that's very loose. But they have to walk a little bit more of a line, or they can be held accountable. They have other people that they have to account to, because that's where the money comes from. That's why these people do this independent shit and grift off of the backs, because they can walk that line. There's no code of ethics, in my opinion. Yeah, Pete, I've had an issue with that. Yeah. Can you imagine, Mopar? Can you imagine? Yeah, Liza, that's a good question too. Like, why did you can have differing opinions in this case? These aren't about differing opinions. This isn't about a differing opinion. You can have your difference of opinion and think who's guilty or who did what or what could have happened. That is totally fine. But when you are doing these things intentionally to sell a story to your audience at the risk and the cost of a family's sanity and what they're going through already, your opinions kind of don't matter anymore. That's kind of out of it. This isn't opinion based anymore when you're actively attempting to use rumors as fact to sell a story that's actually has real life implications for other people, when they're saying that they have sources for this or sources for that, and they're making essay allegations and stuff like that. Like, those are people's lines that shouldn't be crossed in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm ready now. Sorry, I'm leaving Kyle out here. Yeah, yes, Susie, absolutely. Yep. Oh, Tara, I appreciate you so much. See, and that's the thing, like, there's a mixture of people in here from all sorts of different areas of the internet, like, just different, like, open discussion. There's so many of you in here from different communities and stuff. It's really nice because it's not just me or this one little area that's fed up with it. People are collectively becoming really fed up with the shit, and people are speaking out. And it's good to see. I really wish we had an independent journalist that would take on a big story about this, truly. I wish we could get the harm that social media does to these families on national media. I really do. Because I wish more people would understand the real life harm that it's happening to these families. So I'm hopeful for someday that we do get an investigative journalist, a good one, that's willing to take on the other side of it and really show the harm that they're doing to the families, because the Idaho 4 kind of stepped that line, but I think it needs to go full circle and actually be really highlighted in the way it should be. Yeah. Yeah, Juju, it's really terrible. It's really terrible. It's just sad. It's truly sad. It, like, I can't overlook it. It's sad. You can't. I mean, these people go to bed and sleep at night just fine, it seems like. I couldn't. If I did that, there's no fucking way. There's no way I could do that. And then they talk about how we're affecting their mental health. No, ma'am. Kelly Dime, I can't even imagine what they feel. I cannot even fucking imagine what they feel. They're financially, a lot of them broke because, you know, the internet likes to make sure people get fired at their worst times too, which is beyond me. Like, I've never seen anything like this. So not only are we emotionally destroying these families, but we are actively, intentionally, financially destroying these families too, while making incomes off of destroying them. Like, what? What is happening here? What are you guys doing? And thinking that it's okay? Like, what? You always get the most chatty out of me when I'm up this late. All right, I am going because I'm going to bed. Pete, but you know as well as I do that people are not being factual about this. You know that as well as I do. And people do that time and time again. Even says PI said that Chris was at work and they're trying to discredit that. People will see it over and over again. They'll see the facts right in front of them, but it doesn't fit the narrative for the salacious story to sell. So they actively don't care what they put out there and they run and thrive off of misinformation. We all know that. It's intentional. How do we get it to stop? It's really sad. Really sad, y'all. Okay. I am hanging up now. I gotta brush my teeth, so. RN54 or whatever your name is. I think that's what your name is. I will brush the hole where my tooth is missing just for you, okay?
No.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow for actual content. But think about these things. We were coming in here asking me these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Ask the same things that you're asking of me. Ask them to yourself. Tell me if you were in these families' shoes. If you were in their positions, how would this feel? How would you like to have these accusations levied at you? How would you like for people, when you just need people to rally around and find your son, how would you like to be kicked over and over and over and over again? You can have your thoughts and opinions, but it's not helping bring Sebastian home. These rumors and speculations have turned out to be nothing. Sebastian's still missing. Do better. Good night, y'all.